Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to the kitchen. As always, if you're new, hey, I'm glad you're here. I'm Brian. It's Mr. Smith's Kitchen. You found me on Brian's Aquatic Thoughts and Things. June 1st, we switch over to Mr. Smith's Kitchen. Um, Today I'm just going to do some talking. I thought we could have a conversation since you stopped by. I'm in the middle of actually chopping up some stuff for shepherd's pie. I'm really glad you stopped by because I have so much I need to get off my chest. There's been so much going on lately. Um, so the first thing I'll talk about, if you happen to catch the strawberry lemonade video, at the end of that video, sorry, I'm chopping carrots while we talk. I had given instructions for pineapple concentrate also, or pineapple lemonade. Well, a couple things. A, success. It absolutely tastes amazing. I kid you not. It's not very lemonade-y. You can't taste a whole lot of lemonade, so it just tastes like a pineapple concentrate mostly. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's one of the best things ever. That was one of the things I was thinking about this morning. So I was also thinking about, I was watching the news, and they were showing this the children of military veterans on and how they were helping in their communities and everything else. And they showed this one little boy on there. He was I don't remember his name offhand, and I'm pretty sure they gave it, but he had started a program where he would mail you a hug. I thought that was phenomenal. He literally took 4 pieces of paper and put them together. It was a picture of him with his hands out like this, that he drew. And he was 7, 8 years old maybe, and that was your hug. And they put it on social media, and now he's drawing like 63 hugs. I think they said just the last week he sent out 63 hugs. I think that's phenomenal. They also had another little girl on there who started making masks during the pandemic to give them to people who couldn't get masks. Wonderful, wonderful. I wish there were, a few more people like that in our world. So I've also been thinking a little bit about mental health. I'm not sure where we're heading in society that is making us. I don't know what's happened that mental health, it should be talked about a lot more and it should be helped out a lot more. But I am noticing a lot of people needing help. And I don't know if it's just because it's being brought more to the forefront. We get more brought to the forefront every day that it at times makes me question us as a species. But if you know somebody that's struggling, having mental health issues, check in on them. Make sure they're doing okay. Even if they don't act like there's anything wrong. Be a good friend and neighbor and ask anyhow. Say, hey, you been doing all right? Things going okay? What's been going on? Like Marvin Gaye said, what's going on? Or if you are somebody with mental health issues, you're struggling a little, give someone a call, or phone a friend at least, talk to somebody, a lot of times, and I know this from experience, you can try and fix it yourself, but it doesn't always work out best. It's always good to have a friend, or even a professional, if it comes down to it. Don't try to take on the world by yourself. That's what friends are for. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say on that. I've got a couple friends battling right now, demons, and it made me think, I need to talk about this. We all struggle, and I'm there for my friends. I will never hesitate to not be there, as I know they would be there for me. So that being said, the main thing I want to talk about, and this one I'm really struggling with, and it leads just right back to what's going on, and it relates kind of, in some ways to the Marvin Gaye song. Because in the beginning of the song, he talks about moms, too many of them crying, brothers, too many of them dying. That's the very first words of the song, and I think that is very relevant today. At least it is in the Central Ohio area. Unfortunately, and I hope this isn't the case in most smaller large cities or large cities. I don't think it is so much a thing in small towns, but kids killing each other. Babies, teenagers. Just the other night in Columbus, at a major downtown park, not real far from the main police station. 6 kids shot, 5 of them lived, 1 died. 16 years old, dead, never coming back. Who was doing the shooting? Another group of kids. So, and this seems to be an ongoing theme almost every other day. I see on the news, teenagers shot, by other teenagers. And it's always happening in the middle of the night, because they're out and about doing things they shouldn't be. Here's where I'm going to get on my pedestal a little. On 2 fronts. And I know there's people that agree with me because I watched one mom on the news who was a member of a group in Columbus, Ohio, whose kids have been shot by other kids. The fact we have to have a group in and of itself is horrible. So the problem, her question was the same question I had, was where are the parents? All right, but before I go into that, let's talk about, and I'm not bashing police officers. They got a lot on their plate by every stretch of the imagination. But since 1973, the city of Columbus has had a curfew law. If you are under the age of 14, 15, you have to be in 1 hour after dark. If you are 15 to 18, you better have your butt in bed in the house by midnight. And that curfew lasts until 4:30 in the morning. Why those hours, I don't know exactly, but they're there. So here is my complaint, my bitch, so to speak, because they even talked about it on the news. We haven't enforced that rule, ever. Why? So we need to look at that. Sorry, I got potatoes boiling. There's that. And I understand a police officer can't be everywhere all the time. But at 2:30 in the morning, where are their parents? That's just straight dope. I would never have my child, Sarah, who is 16 years old, would never be out at 2:30 in the morning. Ever. That's bad parenting. And I don't get it. I buy, single parents, it's rough. I understand that. There's a lot going on. You can't keep track of your child all the time. But at 2:30 in the morning, you should be able to keep track of your child. Every single one of these shootings, 14-year-olds out at 3 o'clock in the morning shooting 15 and 16-year-olds who are also out at 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, you better, as a parent, you better grow up. That's just the straight dope. I'm really kind of pissed off about this. It ranks right up there with another story I heard, and this one bothers me to no end because I don't understand where we are as a society a lot. Now, I know you're going to just say something about gun control because I'm about to go on a spree of gun control, and that leads to what I've just been talking about. There was a woman on the freeway in Orange County, California, last week, driving down the road when a car comes flying up on her ass, wings around her, and the person in the passenger seat, well, they're pretty sure it's the person in the passenger seat, they haven't caught either of them yet, there's a man and a woman, opened fire on this woman's car. Now, this is just a mom taking her kid to school, her 6-year-old to school. She hears bang, bang, the car takes off. The next thing she hears is her 6-year-old son saying, "Mommy, my belly hurts." So she pulls over to the side of the road to find he has been shot. This mom had to hold her 6-year-old child in her hands while he bled out and died for no reason. So I'm not saying we need to do something. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. When you've got teenagers out at 3 o'clock in the morning, keep your goddamn kids in the house is what it comes down to. Keep control of your children. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Your kids shouldn't be out. Period. End of discussion. You know, if you work third shift and you're a single parent, find some family that can help you. That's just all there is to that. You know, if for no other reason, to keep your kid alive. You know, and the road rage thing is ridiculous. That 6-year-old boy did nothing wrong. That mom did nothing wrong. But take her kid to school, and now her son is gone forever. Can't take that back. 6 years old. You know, that's very aggravating. So maybe we need to rethink a few things. You know, I mean, never mind the fact that we've got more guns in the U.S. than we have people, and I'm not anti-gun. Don't get this twisted. I'm not anti-gun. I own one. You know, but it is locked up. The ammunition is someplace else. It's not with the gun. There is no way my child is ever going to, even if they could get the gun, they're never going to get the ammo. It does not stay loaded. You know, it is meant for hunting. That's just the way it is. You know, we need to rethink things as an adult society. Now, I know you got those guys out there be like, "I need my AR-15," and I get it. You know, those are fun to shoot. I've shot one. They're fun. You know, but you don't need one. Let me just throw that out there now. You can love that comment or hate it. I don't care. You do not need an AR-15 or an M16 or any of that. A handgun and a shotgun is pretty much the only thing you'll ever need to defend your property. Period. If you can't hit a guy at the end of your hall with a shotgun or a handgun, then maybe you should go to the shooting range more. That being said, I know creating new laws isn't going to help. Not when you have more guns in America than you have people, and we don't enforce the rules we have already. I get that. Like I said, I think that in most ways is a colossal waste of time. But we need to figure something out. I am sorry if this video offended. I'm not sorry if this video offended you. I take that back. I retract that apology because I'm not sorry. Kids are dying. End of discussion. You know, there's absolutely no reason for it. Where does a 14-year-old get a gun? More than likely, he bought it from a friend, who bought it from a friend, or he took it out of his parents' house. You know, either way, that's got to stop. All right, I am done ranting. I really need to get that off my chest because this has bugged me to no end. And this is my therapy. I have learned, if nothing else, you don't keep things in. And I have finally hit that age where I don't keep much of anything in. I'm going to tell it like it is, good or bad. I try to make Tuesdays videos as positive as possible. But today can't be that day. This aggravates me as much as January 6th did when they stormed the U.S. Capitol. You know, I don't care what team you play for, wrong is wrong. And when you've got teenage kids, not even like 18, 19-year-old kids out there shooting each other, but shooting should never be an option anyhow. You know, shooting someone, take note of this, shooting someone is a sign of weakness. That means that you are not willing to use your fists to beat somebody up and live to tell the tale. Straight dope. You know, if you have to shoot somebody, you're not a man, you're not even a woman. You're somebody that's scared. And that goes for any age. You know, be a real person. Use your fists. If you're angry, talk to them. Worst that happens is that conversation leads to an argument which leads to you punching each other. That's it. Nobody dies. Everybody goes home. So let's stop it. Let's just stop it right now. I am so aggravated with I'm ashamed. I am ashamed to say that I am part of this society. You know, I see for all the good I see, this bad makes it so much worse. Because the problem is we keep talking about it, we don't do anything about it. You know, and let's not rely on our politicians to make a difference on it. Why don't we start with ourselves? Why don't, if you're a gun owner, be a responsible gun owner. Get a gun safe. Get gun locks. Put the keys up. You know, don't write the combination to your gun safe down. Remember it up here. That's what you got a brain for. You know, let's get these guns out of the hands of our children. Let's teach them right. Let's be better parents. Let's not be that parent that decides it's easier to party and ignore their child's development and be part of the solution. All right, I'm done with my rant. You know, well, I'm not done, but I'm going to stop for now. And you know what? Here's the worst thing is, I know I have very few subscribers, which if you're new, welcome. But I am going to do my part to make a difference. This is what I mean. Like I said a long time ago, I am for social equality. You know, and that is going to be one of the main focuses in my life is social equality. We are not. This is not social equality at all. You know, and I have to talk about it. I feel obligated, and if only 6 people see this video, that's 6 people that can tell 6 more people. You know, and that's a start. I can say I am doing my part to make the world a better place. You know, and that's important. All right, so as far as the rest of this week goes, tomorrow for dinner, we're going to have shepherd's pie. You know, and it is an amazing shepherd's pie. I got the recipe from Kent Rollins, and it is one of the best shepherd's pies I think I've ever tasted. One of. I've had several different shepherd's pies, and there's a couple people out there that make a pretty good shepherd's pie. But this one's good, you know, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's a good, quick weeknight meal. It literally maybe takes 25 minutes to prep together, 30 tops, and then another half hour in the oven, and you're done. So really, 30 minutes worth of work and 30 minutes of playing while it's baking in the oven, and you are ready to eat. You know, it's going to be made in a cast iron skillet. Yeah, you can also make it in a casserole dish, but we got that. And then Thursday for the day, I am going to we're going to make a blackberry pie. I have been dying for a blackberry pie for a minute. I have not had one, and I can't tell you how long. So we're going to make one. You know, best way to get what you want is to make it yourself, right? So we're going to make one. All right. Spread the word. Let's spread the word on this. Let's make it happen. Let's start, as Bernie Sanders say, let's start a revolution. Let's make it happen. You know, that's I think this is important. You know, with all the problems we have in the world, that's our future, killing each other. Just keep that in mind. You know. And let's get to work. All right. I love you. Tell somebody else you love them. It'll make their day a whole lot better. And now we can even hug each other. Ain't that cool? All right. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.